Hello, welcome. My name is Anastasia Zatula, and today we're talking about the flow state. As you know, I'm a Reiki master, NLP master, and therefore I think I'm pretty qualified to talk about the flow state. Now, this video started as a journey entry for myself. So I was basically exploring with what I'm doing, how I'm doing, and I wanted to see what the results will be. And the results impressed me so much that I decided to share it with you because I love you all so much. So you probably heard 1,000 times about the flow state, and you know that you should be in flow state and then everything will be coming easily to you into your life. And recently I had like a very obvious proof, and I guess that was like a trigger for me to record this video. So as you know, I'm in Mexico, in beautiful Playa del Carmen, and I came here only for a month before I was going to my home, Miami. But I kind of like the neighborhood, everything, you know, looks kind of cute and everything is just so charming. So I thought to myself, before I even thought to myself, I decided since I came, Mexico was for a change, kind of warm. Comparing to Turkey and to Europe, it was warm, so I was really enjoying this time. And I decided, since I'm enjoying myself here, I should really start watching what I'm eating, what I'm drinking, and really take care of my body. So I started going for runs every day, not every once in a while, and I really start feeling this love for myself, this care for myself. I also start spending a lot of time in self-love. I was really indulging myself in this feeling. I really wanted to take care of myself, emotionally and not only emotionally. So in one of those deep kind of moments, I decided to myself, if there would be I took an Airbnb, so that Airbnb was already booked, but I was if there would be another apartment in this building, so I don't have to move far, I could have stayed here for a little longer. And the next day, so I thought about it, and I'm like, okay, I will ask when I see there's concierge and security. So I thought I will ask them when I see somebody next time. So next morning, I'm coming out and I'm going for a run, and I see the sign that says apartments for rent in Spanish. But I saw a sign, so I was curious, what is it about? And I translate, I know Spanish a little bit. And I called them, and they had an apartment, and here I am in this apartment, the second one. What I wanted to say is that the apartment is really nice and on a really good price. Why? Was it because I was in the flow state, because I felt so great about me and I wished for something and I received that something? So let's talk about the flow state today, and after that so I always kind of experiment with the flow state. I always see, what is I always triggered a little bit here and there just to make sure that it works perfectly. And my summary of what I'm going to tell you, it's obviously energetic work with yourself, NLP work with yourself. For most part, it's energetic work, but I do want you to experiment that as well. Now, flow state is, for the most part, is loving yourself despite everything. So no matter what's going on outside, no matter what's going on in the world, that does not affect your acceptance of yourself, of your past and present and future. Is absolute love. Now, if you are fully feminine, if you spend at least 75% in your feminine energy, that meaning that you're in pleasure, the same pleasure like after an orgasm, so you just basically drifting in pleasure, that would be your flow state. But I understand that we do not spend 75% of the time in this state. We spend probably more time in a masculine kind of way, and it's not always easy to be in pleasure, especially when you need to solve certain issues, when you have to fight the dragons. I understand that. So, but loving yourself is something that you could not avoid. This is a must. So let's talk about that. Self-love is an indicator that your mind, your body, physical body, and your consciousness is all together on one page. When I was little, there was a famous poem, famous writer, and he had a famous poet about a cart that was driven by three different animals, and the problem was that they were all dragging into different directions. That's why the cart was never moved. And this is exactly what's happening when we do not have harmony. We are not developing. You see, this is what's happening. Your body and your mind has to be in harmony for your consciousness creating situations for you to develop. You see, like for me, this consciousness found an opportunity for me to get the apartment. I could have called them, I could have not, I could have just like, okay, you know, maybe it won't be available. But yeah, they took my chances. I asked and they're like, yeah, sure. You would say maybe I was lucky, but I took the chance. And that's not only like the only situation. This is just the situation that was pretty obvious and just very recently. So now, and everybody who I'm telling, they're like, you living in such a building for this amount of money. I mean, it's impossible. It's a season, and but I didn't listen to none of that. No season, no stuff. I knew that this is how much I wanted to pay, and the less the better, and that's it. All right, so. When there is no harmony, when you feel that something is not harmonious, this basically one of those three is out of order, and usually it's one of the either body or the mind, because consciousness doesn't really participate in these games. Now let's have an example. You woke up and you open the TikTok and you see some people became millionaires overnight because they bought the Trump coin and you didn't, and now you're feeling guilty. You're regretting that you didn't buy, you missed the opportunity, you know, maybe, who knows, maybe one, I think there will be a lot of these coins, but still, you feel like you missed out. And so your mind regrets, your mind doesn't love itself because it believes that the mind missed the opportunity. The body didn't act on the opportunity because the mind obviously didn't found it. Or another reason, right? You're going to get a cup of coffee like me today. And you went to get the coffee, and your body wanted to get the dessert and grab the dessert too. I don't have it. Now the body gets the dessert because it doesn't feel loved. It feels beaten up by the mind, and the mind is going crazy because the body grabbed the dessert without thinking. Now the consciousness in all this is basically just taking a break until these two are going to come to some kind of agreement. It will be always like this. You see that you are never going to develop unless you're going to have some kind of harmony within you. Development comes from harmony. Your consciousness will be always absent until, and I will get to that, until you will get to some kind of unity. Another example, you spoke to a guy you liked, and I don't know, he had an amazing time with you, he got some energy from you, but you didn't have enough courage to, I don't know, to ask him for something, or maybe even to express your feelings, or maybe ask him to take you on a better date or something. Now the date is over, and now your body is upset because the mind betrayed. The body had to endure this guy. Maybe you went to eat pizza instead of a nice sit down kind of place. And the body now is upset with the mind. So it's either the mind upset or the body is upset. The body feels like it was betrayed. The mind never didn't stood up for it, and the mind feels like it just was not brave enough to stand up for itself. So this is it happens all the time. It happens to me as well. I mean, I'm not perfect, thankfully or unthankfully, I'm not sure, but that's just it. Like, for example, I will tell you about one of the apartments on my travels. I didn't exactly like the apartment that I was in. I liked the apartment. I didn't like certain conditions in the apartment. My body, because those conditions are important, it was like on the darker side a little bit. And my body was basically feeling that it's betrayed, that it doesn't feel comfortable in there. And so my body was just lazy, just wanted to eat and eat sweets and do nothing, like not even going for a run. And my mind was going in circles because it was like I remember even that situation. I thought that if I will write on Airbnb, what are they going to do? Install some extra windows? I mean, that will never happen. So my mind was just going in circles. The body is not doing nothing, and it's not happy. The situation is not solved. So basically, it was just there was no solution. It seems like until at one point, I mean, the body was fed up and basically pushed the mind to do it. And I wrote the lady, and miracle or not, I mean, she had another apartment and she just moved me there. And that apartment was very bright. It was on the other side and had a lot of sun. So it happens to me all the time. Now, every time, as I said, your mind and your body fight, your consciousness, this kind of your soul, is on break. Your consciousness is not participating and not creating until there is unity between the two, the body and the mind. If you don't feel harmonious in your life, then your body and your mind are not on the same page. Now, if you want to create faster, more productive and easier, you need to fix the relationship within yourself. And if, as I said, it will be very hard to attract something, to get something in life, if you don't have this balance, you see? Like, for example, if I wouldn't be balanced, who knows, maybe I would be searching for apartments on Airbnb and everywhere, and it would be just super expensive, or maybe I wouldn't find something that I like. Maybe it's really the season and whatever else they will tell me. So what I want to say is that if you want to attract something, and this is not only about apartment, it's about my business, it's about connections that I make, the people that I meet, the man that I meet, the man in my life right now, my family, I mean my clients and everything. If I want a smoother kind of relationship, there I have to be harmonious. Even sometimes, there are days when you're not harmonious at all, and you have a conversation with somebody and the conversation is just rocky because you're not in the flow state. You're not in the flow state. You're not receiving what you're supposed to receive easily and effortlessly and just in the best way. All right. So what to do? Well, I mean, as always, I have steps. Now, the first one, and I probably will sound like a parrot, but you will need to heal your inner child. Let me explain you why. Your physical body is your inner child. Your mind is your inner parent. Your consciousness is your higher self. Your consciousness is your soul, and then you have the higher self. This is the ideal version of you. Now, until the child and the parent are so your consciousness is your soul. It's your inner adult. You cannot be an inner adult until your parent and child are fighting non-stop. This is how it should be ideally. Ideally, you have a smaller you, your body. This is your inner child. The parent protects the inner child, encourages the inner child, supports, kind of fights for it if it has to. And then the inner adult, except those two, they kind of supposed to be kind of somewhat dormant in the normal progression, and then inner adult develops and continues the life. Ideally, the inner parent and inner child should go to the back once you will become mature. So once you become mature, neither of those are relevant. You're already inner adult. You don't have this inner child traumas. You don't have this inner parent kind of problems. This is how ideally it should be. I understand it's not like this. Everybody, if you have some kind of feelings like envy, jealousy, depression, procrastination, that means that your inner child is not healed. That you're already not 18 years old, you're long past the child, the teenage kind of time, and you still have these traumas that were not healed when they were supposed to heal. So I understand that, but I'm telling you now, and you have the ears, you have the open mind. You need to take it in consideration and decide for yourself. That's it. I'm done with all this problems of inner child and inner parent, of their fighting between each other. And you just need. So how do you heal this? You start with healing the inner child. This is the first thing. The inner child has to be healed at. It's non-negotiable. So how you can do that? You can do my meditation, as I always say, or you can do something else. You can do some kind of, I don't know, you can work with me, you can go to somebody else, but it needs to be healed. Your inner child should feel really amazing, loved, supported, eager to explore. Now the second one is you need to practice self-love. Self-love, for the most part, it's reassuring your inner child that you are on the same page. Now the inner child needs to know that it's loved and supported. So if you will just be throwing love, it won't be enough. You need to heal and then give love, kind of like that. But still, it's a good thing. It's better than nothing. So that's another thing. Now you need to eliminate self-criticism fully and completely. Self-criticism should not be existing at all. If it's constructive criticism, okay, maybe a little bit. Like, for example, if I'm eating really bad for 3-4 days, and then I wake up and I have a headache, obviously a little too much sugar, maybe a little too much carbs, I understand that. I'm not beating myself up. I just know, okay, overindulged. I guess today we're eating only vegetables. You see, I'm not hard on myself. Yeah, okay, so we ate, now we're going to eat vegetables only for a couple days. Like this, self-criticism needs to go. If you're going to criticize yourself, everybody else will. There will be reasons for this. You are the most important person in your life, because you're the only person in your life. Let's start with that. You remind yourself that regularly. So your body feels loved, your inner child, and doesn't do impulsive actions. Like you going out and instead of coffee, you're grabbing coffee and every single dessert there is. Your body, like me the other day, it was really cold here, surprisingly, and it's kind of cold in the apartment because there's no heat. And I felt miserable, plus it's raining, and I don't know, just everything was off. My body didn't feel loved. So I went to work in the cafe. I thought it would be warmer there, so I went there and it was not warmer. So I grabbed the coffee, and then I grabbed like 3 desserts. I wanted to try all of them, just try, but I ended up eating all of them. And yeah, I felt a little better for the moment, but I knew why I was doing this. My inner child was miserable. It was not comfortable. It was cold, and it was felt like it was not loved. Now the next day it was cold again. What I did, I pull out my cashmeres from my suitcase, and I was warm, and my inner child didn't want to look for something to make it feel better. So that is gone. You're the most important person. You need to make sure that your body feels loved. Like it's your job, if you have to wake up and start, I love you, like this, you will never be in a flow state until you will love yourself. Forget about flow state. Flow state is absolute acceptance of yourself. I will repeat it and repeat it until it will just one day it will just hit here, because I repeat it to myself too. Don't you think that I'm like this perfect person? Fortunately for me, I'm also experiencing life, and it's not always exactly as I want it to be. It seems you fix one thing, the other thing needs some kind of work, and it's constant development. And I accept the dynamics. You see, the time right now is moving a little faster. Our energy is more dynamic right now, and it will be like this. We will never outrun the time or the dynamics of overall energy. So it's better to kind of project yourself in the right light. You see, if you are in absolute love and in a flow state, all this outside kind of energetic influences will influence, of course, obviously, but they would not be they would not have a strong say in how your life will be. Your life still will develop as you want it to develop, no matter what's happening outside. So the next point is, do not forbid yourself anything. Remember, if you have kids, you know how it is. You forbid the child something, and that's it. The child will want it so much. Would be whining, crying, I will be so unhappy, and then finally you will get it to the child anyway. So don't forbid yourself anything. Remember that your inner child is loved, desired, very smart, and very eager to explore. It just needs to get. Remember, the inner child wants something because it feels not loved. So give what the inner child wants, or give a lot of love, so the inner child will not be wanting something like that. but do not forbid. You start forbidding, that's it. It's like put a pause put pause on your development for a few days, because you will not be in flow state. Your inner child is unhappy, your mind is trying to convince it, come on, let's do something. The body doesn't want to do nothing, or if it does because it has to do something, and it's not a flow state. It's a state of basically forced kind of actions, and forced actions will bring forced results, meaning that the results will not be as enjoyable and they will not come as easy. Now, I already said that. Being in the flow means that an adult who is that your inner adult is ready to experience life. For that, you need to have a balanced child and parent relationship. I said that. So what are you going to do? You're going to wake up tomorrow and you will start. And you will start, I love myself. Like, if it's hard for you to love yourself, then focus on particular body parts. That I love my fingers, I love my toes, I love my ears, I love my hair, or something. You need to feel it like that. I love my liver. If you noticed, all my meditations start like this, and it's usually like randomest parts, and they are not all together. So ideally, this would be good. So you would focus, because you're focusing on your body parts, whether you want it or not. The focus will be there. If you will be just saying, "I love myself," it's like it's good, but it's not always. The focus is not always there. But now, if you will be focusing on particular parts, you will force the energy there, and self-love is basically the energy within the body. You're keeping the energy within the body, not outside the body. So if you will force the energy into particular parts of your body, here you go. You're already 75% loving yourself. All right. So this is what you will do. Feel absolute love, and you will see that your body will really, really do everything for you. Start the day like this. Stay in probably like for 15 minutes. You know, when you just wake up, and you don't yet open your eyes, but your mind has already started cooking. Start saying this. Start saying, I love myself, I love my mind, I love my eyes, I love my tongue. And go like, I love my spine, and feel like this. And for 15 minutes, feel. By the time you will get up, you will feel really, really amazing. And you will see that your body will want to do something. Your body will not want to lay and do nothing. Your body will want to go and conquer and explore the outside world. And at that moment, you'll feel really great, and your body will start, and your consciousness will start to develop, will start to experiencing and bringing you what you want. Now, if there is something that you don't like, let's imagine like it was a couple weeks for me. I was due to get a pedicure and manicure, but I couldn't find a salon. I didn't know where to go, obviously, and I didn't really exactly like my toes because I like a fresh pedicure. I mean, girls will understand me. It was bothering me. So when I said I love my toes like this, I was lying to myself. So what I did instead, I went on, I found a salon and I made an appointment, and I was very calm. So solve the issue. For example, you don't like your hair because, I don't know, because it's not brushed, because it doesn't lay perfectly or something. Fix it somehow, and continue loving yourself. Now, while there is balance, so finally you got to the balance, finally you will get to the flow state, or while you are in that flow state, your consciousness will start attracting desirables into your life. I do it often, as I told you, when I want to have changes, when I need to have something new. So for example, if I need like new clients, I focus on that, but I get myself in the flow state. Otherwise, getting clients will be very hard. I don't want to do nothing hard. I'm lazy like that, like they say laziness is the driver of the progress, and I believe fully. So I will do anything. I will move energy if I have to, as long as I don't have to do nothing physical. So your consciousness will start experiencing. Start getting what you want. Make sure though that when you are in this flow state, you're thinking great thoughts, You're thinking about something. Maybe if when I was in that flow state and I thought to myself, if I will get an apartment here for free, I would stay here. Who knows, I would get an apartment for free. I didn't thought that, unfortunately, for me. And you will see how everything will start getting into place. I will put here, while you're in balance, while you're in that flow state, dream about something you want. I was in a flow state like this few times in my life for over a week. It was an amazing experience. Every single time after that week, something really great happened into my life, and I already said that. I already spoke about this before. But it's really only about your focus, to keep the energy where it belongs to stay. You know, there are a lot of different disruptions, right? Like I could be all in love with myself, then I go on TikTok and I see some news that I don't want to see, some really not very good news, and it kind of disrupts me. Why it disrupts me? Because I can read the collective consciousness, and collective consciousness is anxious and scared, and I don't want those feelings in me because they are not going to help me or them or anybody else. I'm only feeding with my energy that particular news that might not even be the real news. So what I want to say that staying in the flow state is important. If you can stay one day, and I even put here, if you didn't watch the video, the Become Desirable to the Universe, I will put it in the description. Please do watch it. Over there I was telling you about being in love and focusing on yourself all the time. This is somewhat similar, but I wouldn't want you to stay only one day. I want you, that one day will be only focused on you. But overall, the life should be somewhat in a flow state. I want you to be constantly in a flow state. If you will spend 15 minutes loving yourself, balancing your inner child and inner parent in the morning, you will see how much better your day will go through. Like how much better you will feel throughout the day. How much easier you will be getting things in life. How much easier everything would be happening in your life. I mean, I used to do it even when I was still working corporate. I think my last year, I mean, my God, those days were so smooth. I mean, I couldn't believe I was even working. I was feeling like almost ashamed that I was getting paid because it was just so perfect. I was just like enjoying every single minute of it. And again, it doesn't have to be one day. It can be your life. I understand that throughout that day you will fall out a couple times. But if you keep the balance again and again, you will see how much better you will start feeling. And I even put here, how do you know when you are not loving yourself enough? So why I put this here? Because somebody asked me. I constantly tell myself I love myself, but I don't think it is genuine. This is how you will know whether you love yourself genuinely, whether you have harmony between your mind and your body or not. If you are in harmony, you are not looking for outside pleasure, outside fix somehow. So if you are feeling like, I feel like, I want to order takeout, or I feel like I want to go get coffee, or I feel like I want to call somebody and talk to people, or I feel like I need to scroll on TikTok, or maybe I need to watch a movie or something. Or you're looking for intimacy, you're missing your man and you really want to be in his hands. Or you're looking for some kind of excitement. This is like a brightest indicator that there is no harmony really. You are trying, but it doesn't mean that the harmony is there. You see? I worked with this for some time with myself. I really wanted to understand, because I repeat myself, I love myself, but yet I feel like I need to get something, like something sweet, or maybe something tasty. So where is the love? I mean, it doesn't make no sense. So this is it is an indicator, and you basically just need to, usually it happens when you are just going throughout your day and you're like, I love myself, but you really don't love yourself. I mean, you are focusing on a lot of things. Take 15 minutes and sit and feel like, yeah, I do love myself. I love my liver, I love my lungs, I love my heart, I love my toes, I love my knees, like this. You see, if you, it's like you having a child and you tell the child, yeah, I love you, but yet you're talking on the phone for the last 2 hours to somebody. I mean, yeah, you can say that you love the child, but the child feels like not loved. But if you would spend 10 minutes with the child will be like, oh, okay, and we'll go back to his or her toys. So sometimes when I'm deeply feeling the love for myself, I can sit on the couch the whole day. Can you imagine? And I would sit and I would dream about something like, would be good to have this or would be good to have that. And surprisingly, the progress is actually faster than when I'm actively doing something. So like some clients would reach out to me that I haven't heard in a while, or somebody would ask me for something. I would have some people reach out to me, or I would get some kind of propositions. And you would say, well, you know, this is surprising because I'm sitting on the couch, I'm not doing nothing. Sitting on the couch I could sit like this for hours and hours until my body's like, okay, should I cook myself something? Maybe not. Like I could sit like this for hours, not eat, not drink, like just flow in the state of absolute self-love. It's an amazing feeling. And if you think that, well, you can just become moldy sitting like this, no, because at one point the body will want to explode. It will push you out, you will see. But it's good to stay like this for a little bit. Now, also I want to mention, don't confuse self-love and accomplishments. Accomplishments, so it is you are seriously in a masculine energy if your body needs to earn favors from you. If your body is like a little soldier doing everything for you just for you to say, good job. If you need your body to run 5 miles before you will get yourself something to eat, this is very masculine. That's why I don't go for a run on empty stomach. I usually eat and I go for a run. It's much better. My hormones are perfect, and I mean, it's just so much better. Now, it's not self-love. Now, if you want to develop masculinity, that's a perfect way, a really perfect way to train your body to be more masculine. You know, you tell your body, you have to do this, the body runs, but again, it would be a very masculine body that will not have much self-love. And you probably know this man, they're very masculine, yet they're very vulnerable when it comes to feelings. You know, you give them love and they feel very awkward, they don't know how to react because they're not used to this. They're only used to be trained dogs or soldiers or whatever, I'm not sure. So no, this masculinity, and masculinity does not attract. Masculinity goes and gets what it wants. If you want to attract, if you want to be in a flow state, this is not the flow state. I'm going to repeat you again and again. It is a very good state if you want to kind of build the stamina, build the discipline, then you can basically go and get something. It is necessary, especially if you lack in somewhat discipline. Like me, for example, I'm pretty consistent. You can see I post the videos. I mean, I always answer my clients. I mean, that would be strange if I don't. I'm, I usually don't postpone any consultations because I'm good. You know, like I'm scheduling the right times, and I don't like to reschedule or anything like that. So I'm pretty good. But again, I don't need this kind of training. Now, if I would be lazy, again, the body will not be lazy on its own. There's something lacking. Like with me, if I eat carbs for 3-4 days, I'm very lazy. Like I don't even want to move. I want more carbs to get some kind of energy again. And I understand this. That's why I try not to eat carbs. I understand that my body is not lazy because it's not motivated. It's lazy because it has toxins that are not allowing energy to move faster. It's like a glue, you know, holding everything together. So masculinity does not attract. If you want to attract, if you want to be in a flow state, then this is not the way. Now, if you want to develop discipline and you just want to go and get it, by all means. I mean, this would be perfect if you are used to masculinity. We're talking about the flow state today. Flow state is very feminine. It can be in men too. I mean, men can develop and I know some men that could be in a perfect flow state. Are they feminine? Yeah, they are feminine. for this subject, I mean, they're good at their flowing. I even know one guy who is so feminine. He was in this flow state. He's very loved by his parents, and he didn't want to work. He wanted to become wealthy somehow. Ideally, the thought was that he would invest into something and become rich like that. But he didn't. He actually attracted a very masculine woman that she's very wealthy. She has a huge business, and he became a stay-at-home husband, and they're very happy. Actually, they live together. She doesn't want to change. He seems to be fine. I'm not sure how long they're going. Outside they're happy. I mean, I don't know how it is inside. I don't really talk to him that much. All right, so I put an example here on masculinity, and imagine that you are in a flow state and you want to attract winning the lottery. Winning the lottery is a chance. You understand this. I understand that. It's it doesn't happen. You could not really control the situation. And when I was writing this, I actually remembered a long time ago. I still was in New York, and there was like a huge Powerball. The amount was really large, and somebody in California, maybe you remember also, they bought, I think, 200,000 tickets just to make sure that they win, and they didn't win. So this is the masculine perspective. Instead of being in the flow state, somebody decided to control the situation, and they went and bought all these tickets, and those tickets didn't win the jackpot. So yes, you can control certain things in life with masculinity, but again, if you need something like pure luck, I mean, if you want to attract a man that you really want, like I don't know, handsome, wealthy, young, successful, and you decided, okay, let me do it in a masculine way. Let me get on the dating site. So let me go to every bar around and just talk to every single guy. I mean, this is very masculine approach. You can get into a flow state. Imagine the guy. I'm actually going to make another video on how to attract the guy. Imagine the guy that you want and just allow it to happen naturally. Maybe you will go for a run, or you will go to the beach, and here he comes, all handsome in his linen shorts and linen shorts. So this is how it is. You could not always control everything in a masculine way. Masculinity is good to a degree, and if you want to be favored by the universe, if you want to be loved, you have to kind of be in the flow. You need to find the harmony in yourself. You need to express the self-love. Remember, we're ladies. I mean, most of the people who listen to me are women, and woman's body is not designed to be a soldier. A woman's body is designed to develop in pleasure. Keep repeating this. And if you think that you can train your feminine body to be this kind of soldier, you're mistaken, because there will be time when your body will go on strike, and you will not be able to do anything because the body will just give up. Like, for example, we have phases. Like, there are phases when we can be super active, and then there's phases when you just want to be lazy, lay down and cry, and that's it. This is exactly what I'm saying. Men don't have these phases. Men are a little different. So men can train themselves to be soldiers, to go and get themselves whatever they want. Women should be in the flow state for everybody's benefit, for women's benefit, for men's benefit, for everybody around. Women have to be feminine. And I hope that this video encourages you to somewhat to try. Be smart. Again, if you were born in the body of a woman, why are you going to do everything masculine way? Doesn't make no sense to me. And I was telling this to myself for many years. If I have this opportunity to attract stuff into my life, why would I mean, I know why I was doing this, because I believe that this is the only way. You see, like I even told you, playing the lotto was a shameful thing for me. I was embarrassed to admit that I want money for free, that I just want to attract money like that and not do nothing for it. You win the lotto, you have to contribute to, with the taxes, you have to pay like a huge chunk of it. but still I thought, how I'm going to look into my friends' eyes. I mean, they have to work for money, and I'm here all this filthy rich. I even was thinking how much I'm going to give each of my like closest friends, just for them, not to feel like, for me not to feel bad. That can you imagine? I mean, the thinking that I had, and I mean, I'm so happy that I'm far away from that, and thankfully right now I have friends that are wealthy, that some are not wealthy, but at least none of them will. I think every my friend will be very happy, and those friends that I had before would be also very happy if I would win like really big, or if I would, I don't know, if I would suddenly get something like really amazing. So this is my motivational message. I do want you to share this video, please do, with other women, with men also, who want to be in a flow state. I mean, nothing wrong with that. I'm in Mexico, and I see there are a lot of men that do want to be in a flow state, which is surprising for me, but I guess there is a reason for that. So yeah, that's actually kind of strange. I meet either very masculine men here or somewhat feminine men. I'm like surprised. So to sum it up, if you want to live in a flow, if you want your life to come easy to you, to come effortlessly, if you want to receive everything you want more effortlessly, you need to be in flow. Flow is absolute self-love, absolute acceptance of yourself in the present, in the past, and in the future. I had things that I did in the past, and like not things, but certain things that I wouldn't do now, like even being ashamed for playing the lotto, and I have peace with that. I mean, yeah, it was and it was. That's fine. I have peace with my present right now, and I have no fears or anxiousness about the future. I'm excited about what will be next, or what the year will bring. So and I love myself now. I loved myself then, and I will love myself in the future. I know that in the future maybe there will be some changes to my body, but I am excited with it because I don't know, with every year I get better and better. I hope I will be like this until until many years ahead. So if you you have inner child inside of you, inner parent and inner adult. You were supposed to, only your inner adult is supposed to operate your life. And it should have happened when you became mature. So once you became like 18 or 20, somewhere in that range, your inner child is completely healed, completely balanced with your inner parent, and your inner adult is basically running the show. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't happen almost for nobody. I only met like maybe 2 or 3 people like this. So for the most part, a lot of us has some kind of inner child, inner parent issues, and they are not balanced. So you need to balance those two, so your inner adult can step up and start working, start helping you to develop, to experience life. Again, like I told you on a few previous videos, you came here to experience life. Don't allow yourself to stop from that because of some kind of nuisances that are bothering you right now. You can run in circles, your mind can run in circles because your body is eating croissants every day, but where there's no development. I mean, accept that the body is eating croissants, accept, and that's it. Just love your body as you are, and continue with the development. Running in circles is just a waste of time, energy, and focus. No point. And just how if you think that you will become skinny and you will be attracting better people, no, you won't. I look at my pictures from years before, and I was so much slender, and I just remember times when I was so miserable and people were taking advantage of me right and left. Right now that doesn't happen. for a reason. And I mean, I look good, I'm in a good shape, but I'm not as skinny as I was when I was 23 or 22 or whatever it is. So accept yourself. Don't waste your time, don't waste your energy, don't waste your focus. Your body will adjust itself. It will adjust. Trust me. When I'm too much into carbs, I wake up and I feel heavy. My body doesn't want to eat no more carbs. Your body is smart like that. Again, do not forbid yourself nothing. Remember that there is an inner child, and the inner child needs to be loved, and the inner parent needs to be listened to. So make sure that you're in harmony. Give yourself love. In the morning you wake up, you start with I love myself, I love my toes, I love my I love my kidneys, and like that. Do please do my meditation and heal your inner child. I'm observing, nobody is doing it. I mean, I don't understand why. This meditation can fix everybody's problems like this and the pleasure meditation. That's all. The funny thing is, everybody is doing the meditation on attract your money and attract your partner. Start with the healing first. So do that meditation. Please do watch the video on become desirable to the universe. It has something similar, but that one is a challenge. It's a one-day challenge that you can do. That one is somewhat strict. This video is about having a lifestyle like this. This is a feminine way of life, so to say. Remember that accomplishments are not self-love. Rewarding yourself for accomplishments are definitely not a self-love. It's you training the dog. You know, do a tricks. Here is a treat for you. I mean, isn't your body deserves something better than that, than being a trained dog? I mean, it's not right. That's not right. Let the body be trained, but give the love whether it will do the trick or not do the trick. It is important, because if you will focus your life on accomplishments, you will stay masculine. It's not bad, again, but your body at one point will start like, are you sure this is what we want to do? And this way, if you will be masculine like this, if you will focus only on accomplishments, you will have to get everything the masculine way. You will not attract nothing. You will basically have to go and do it. You want to win the lotto? Go buy all the tickets. You want to get a guy? You will have to go and basically physically meet somebody. You will not attract him like that. You will have to fight. If you want to attract something, attract it easily, attract the opportunities, then be in the flow state, be in the feminine state of pleasure and absolute love of yourself, your present, your past, your future, an absolute kind of harmony in your body. You know, it's like nothing bothers you. You watching somebody became a millionaire because they bought a Trump coins? Okay, fine, good for them. I'm good as I am. A guy didn't invite you on a date as he promised? Okay, that's fine, you know. Spend time with myself. Like this, nothing really shake you, nothing. And you're so happy that your inner child is not looking for outside stimulants. This is another thing. If you're looking for outside stimulants, there is no self-love, and you're most definitely masculine. Masculinity is looking for boost of energy from the outside. Femininity has the energy inside. This is what femininity gives outside. So, okay, that's it. Right now I'm going in circles, repeating the same thing. Please do try to be in the flow state. Again, I will do it myself. Why? Well, I was doing, since I came to Mexico, I was doing it. Then I had a little stop because the Mars retrograding, and you know, I'm in my first house, so I'm going in circles sometimes. But I'm really liking it. I'm really liking how I'm feeling right now, and how my body feels and how my mind feels. I just need to put the right wishes, right desires, because yes, I'm in flow state, but sometimes like I'm not wishing for much, and I feel like no, that's not right. So again, do it. Let me know how you feel about this. Let me know how you got to the harmony of your mind and your body. Send it to anybody who can benefit from this video, obviously. I appreciate your likes, your comments. I love to read your comments. And please follow me if you don't follow me, because I just found out somebody wrote to me, can you send me your latest videos? And I'm like, don't you follow me? She's like, no, I'm not even sure how to follow you. This is what she told me. It was so funny. So do follow me, and enjoy your day, and I will see you in the next video. I wish you all to stay in a really flow state, to enjoy the state, and to experience this amazing feeling of being absolute pleasure and love with yourself, with the outside, with the past, with the present, with anything. You know, it's like there is a rain around you, but there is no drops coming on you. It's like you're under umbrella in your own peaceful world. Okay, bye everybody. I'll see you later.